Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. I'm Mrs. Afshin Imran. I'm going to give you another lecture of English language today. Are you hearing me? Please reply so that I can see. Students reply. Walaikum assalam, all of you. Okay, you are listening me very clearly. Now I'm going to start my lecture of today. It is again English language lecture. I have seen you are hearing, you have replied me. Now you stop writing and concentrate on the lecture. I'm telling you today, I have got some presentation questions at the end of the lecture. And one more thing, today is your quiz day. If you remember, I will upload a quiz, okay, today. And you have 24 hours to complete it, fill it and submit it. This will be MCQs. I hope you all have prepared for the topics I have given you. I have assigned 2 topics from language. Okay, now I am going to start my today's lecture. It is lecture number 10. The topic is kinds of sentences. Very easy topic. I hope you have done it before and you know something about it. Now I am repeating it. Try to understand it. Listen to me very carefully. I'm telling you about the kinds of sentences first. There are 6 kinds of sentences. Number 1 is affirmative, which is also known as declarative sentence. Okay, these are 2 names, but commonly we are using the name affirmative sentence. The next one, the second one is negative sentence. The third one is interrogative sentence. Fourth is exclamatory sentence. Fifth is imperative sentence. And sixth is optative sentence. These are the 6 kinds of sentences. I have given you the names here only. In the next slides, I will show you the definitions and examples of each of them. Now I come to the first kind of sentence. It is affirmative sentence. The definition is that an affirmative sentence is one that makes a positive statement and ends with a full stop. It means whenever we read an affirmative sentence, it gives us a positive meaning and it always ends with a full stop. It means the complete statement has been written and the meaning is in positive sense and it ends with a full stop. I have given some examples here. You can see that he goes to work every day. Full stop. The positive meaning. She prepares meal for the guests. Full stop. We live in a big city. Full stop. It rained heavily last week. Full stop. My friend is very kind. Full stop. The students are working on science project. Full stop. You can see that in all the examples we have understood the meaning in the positive sense. And these all statements or all sentences end with the full stop, which shows that these are affirmative sentences. Now I come to the second kind of sentence. It is known as negative sentence. You can understand from the name of the sentence that it gives the negative meaning. Negative meaning means the sentence which has no or not, these kind of words. The definition is that a negative sentence is one that makes a negative statement and ends with a full stop. Here you can see that it is just an opposite of the affirmative sentence. That means it gives a negative statement or negative meaning and ends with a full stop. But it also ends with the full stop because it also gives the complete meaning and complete statement. Some examples I have written. I have changed actually the affirmative sentences into the negative ones here. The same examples are here, but these are showing the negative meaning. He does not go to work every day. She does not prepare meal for the guests. We do not live in a big city. It did not rain heavily last week. My friend is not very kind. The students are not working on science project. You can see that all the statements, all the sentences end with the full stop because they have given the complete meaning, and I have made them negative. How I have made them negative? By adding the not in the sentence. You can see that all the sentences have got a word not in between it, and because of that they are showing the negative meaning. Okay, you can see that he does not go, she does not prepare, we do not live, it did not rain, my friend is not, the students are not. You can see that all the sentences have got the word not, which gives the negative meaning. Now I come to the third kind of sentence. This is interrogative sentence. Interrogative means you have done the word interrogation mark before in punctuation, so you can understand the meaning. Interrogation means to ask something. The definition is that an interrogative sentence is one that asks a question and ends with a question mark. This is the very important thing, that it has to be ended with a question mark because it is a sentence in which some questions has been asked. And because of that, whenever a question has been asked somewhere, so we have to put a question mark at the end of the sentence. Remember this thing. Some of the examples which I have shown here, these are the same examples which I have given in the affirmative sentences first, and after that I have converted them into the negative ones. And now in the third kind of sentence, that is interrogative sentences, I have changed the same sentences in the interrogative sentences. Okay, so that you can understand the meaning. Some examples are here. Does he go to work every day? It means it is a question. Does he go to work? Then you can see the question mark at the end. Does she prepare meal for the guest? It is again a question. Question mark is placed at the end. Do we live in a big city? Question mark. Did it rain heavily last week? Question mark. Is my friend very kind? Question mark. Are the students working on science project? Question mark. I have told you before in my lectures that there are many ways to make a question or to ask a question. Like you are simply using WH words to make a question. What are you doing? Where are you going? Which book do you need? Like these. Okay, but I have also told you that helping verbs, or you can say auxiliary verbs, these are also used to make the questions. Okay, here you can see that does, do, did, is, are. These are all the helping verbs which are used here to ask the questions. So please remember that only the WH words are not used to ask the questions, but there are helping verbs, or you can say that their actual name is auxiliary verbs. You can use them to make the questions. I hope you are understanding. Now there is the fourth kind, which is known as exclamatory sentence. The definition is that an exclamatory sentence is one that conveys a strong emotion and ends with an exclamation mark. If you remember, we have done interjections in which some exclamatory words were there and which shows the sudden feelings. So the exclamatory sentences are those in which some strong feeling or emotions have been shown, and because of that they always end with an exclamation mark. You should know how to make an exclamation mark: a straight line with a dot. Please remember this thing. Don't make any other sign in place of exclamation mark or in any other way. This should be made in this way, that a straight line with a full stop at the bottom of the line. Now, I have told you that exclamation cannot be shown only by the exclamatory word. It can be shown by in the form of sentences as well. So, in the form of exclamatory sentences, you can see that some examples are here. What a brilliant idea! It shows sudden emotion. Please don't disturb the class. What a pleasant surprise! For example, a person is there, he was surprised by showing something or by taking something, and he was saying, what a pleasant surprise. Next sentence is, you can see that these sentences end with the exclamation mark because these are showing the feelings or sudden emotions. What a dangerous slide it was! Exclamation mark again. You can see that again. For example, some people are there, they were have going to do a slide, but it was very dangerous, so they are saying what a dangerous slide it was. The statement end with the exclamation mark. How beautiful the flower is! Exclamation mark. It means a person who saw a flower and he was saying how beautiful the flower is. Then there is an exclamation mark at the end. How tall your friend was. Again, there is an exclamation mark. It means there are some friends. They were standing somewhere and one person was saying about another friend that how tall your friend was. Now, there is another example. How big the cake was. The exclamation mark is present at the end. You can see that it means there was a birthday celebration and the cake was very big. So somebody says how big the cake was. These are sudden feelings and sudden emotions. Now I come to the next kind of sentence, that is imperative sentence. Ishal, please check your connection. Other students, please, can you hear me? Please reply so that I can see, because a student has got some problem in listening me. Are you hearing me clearly? Okay, very good of you. Ishil, please check your connection, internet connection. Okay. Okay, now stop writing. I'm continuing my lecture. Listen to me very carefully. After that, I will ask questions. The fifth kind of sentence is imperative sentence. The definition is that an imperative sentence is one that expresses an order or a request and ends with a full stop. It means an imperative sentence has got two types, in which in the first kind it expresses an order, you can understand order, how to place an order, or in the second kind it expresses a request. I think you can understand the meaning of order and request very well. So these sentences also end with a full stop. Remember these things, how these sentences end, and you have to be careful about these punctuation marks. Some examples I have given here. First of all, I have given some examples to represent or to express an order. The first example is, don't make noise in the class, full stop. You can see that it is an order for the students or for the children who are present in the class and they are making noise. So it is an order by the teacher or by someone else. Don't make noise in the class. You can see don't. Here I have placed the apostrophe. If you remember, I have omitted O from here. So I have placed the apostrophe at the top of that part from where I have omitted the word. If you remember the lecture of punctuation. Now there is another example. Don't throw rubbish on the floor, full stop. Don't throw rubbish on the floor. It is again an order. Some people are throwing something on the floor and someone was giving the order, don't throw rubbish on the floor, full stop. Some other examples are here to express the request. I want to tell you students that many of you are again late in the class. Please be there on time so that you will not miss any part of the lecture. Kindly be there on time. Now the other examples are expressing the request. Please bring me a glass of water, full stop. You can see that somebody was requesting to bring a glass of water for him or her, and you have seen that the word please is showing that there is a request in the sentence. Next example is, please help me in my work, full stop. You can see that somebody is requesting to help him or her in his or her work, and you can see that again the sentence starts with the word please, which is showing that it is a request. Again you can see that all the sentences, the examples in the sentences which are showing the order, they end with the full stop. Similarly, the sentences which show the request, they end with the full stop. So I'm coming to the next kind of the sentence, that is optative sentence. The definition is that an optative sentence is one that expresses a prayer or a wish and ends with an exclamation mark. Remember that this kind of sentence always ends with an exclamation mark. And there is again two kinds here. The first one which expresses a prayer, and the second one which expresses a wish. Okay, Remember to place an exclamation mark at the end of optative sentences. Some examples are here. The first two examples are expressing the prayer. May you live long! Exclamation mark. May you live long. Someone is praying for other person. May you live long. In the second example, the example is, may you get success in your life! Exclamation mark at the end. Again, someone is praying for another person that he can get success in his life. You can see that optative sentences start with the word may. Remember this thing. May is the word which is expressing or which is used to express the prayer, and may is also used to express the wish as well. And these sentences end with the exclamation mark. Now I am giving you some examples to show the wish. May I win the match. May I win the match. Okay, you can see that someone was wishing that he may win the match. Exclamation mark at the end. Next wish is, may I become a doctor. Again, you can see that it is a wish and somebody wishes to become a doctor. And you can see that exclamation mark is placed at the end. One more thing, you can see that prayer is used for second person or third person. You or he or she. Mostly wish is can be used for first person or myself or ourselves. Okay, but it is not the thing that always it has been done, but in most of the cases. Okay, students, I will mark your attendance. Don't get worried. Don't disturb the class by writing your roll numbers or your names. I hope you have understood till here. So I am giving you a quick review of these sentences. The topic, this is lecture number 10, and it is English language topic, lecture number 10. The topic is kinds of sentences. I have told you there are 6 kinds of sentences. I'm telling you their definitions and examples one by one. Affirmative sentence. Listen to me very carefully. After that, I will ask questions. Because of that, I'm repeating. Affirmative sentences are those which makes a positive statement and ends with a full stop, like he goes to work every day. The negative sentence is the one that makes a negative statement and ends with a full stop. For example, he does not go to work every day. You can see that I have added does not to make the same affirmative sentence or to change it into negative one. Third one is interrogative sentence. An interrogative sentence is one that asks a question and ends with a question mark. Remember this thing. The question mark is placed at the end of the interrogative sentence because it expresses or it asks a question. You can see that I have changed the same example here. Does he go to work every day? I have placed the helping verb in the beginning to make the sentence interrogative. Exclamatory sentence. An exclamatory sentence is one that conveys a strong emotion and ends with an exclamation mark. You should remember that there is not only the way to place an exclamatory word to make the exclamatory sentence. There is another use or another way to make the exclamatory sentence, which I have shown you in the examples, like what a brilliant idea, what a pleasant surprise. You can see that exclamation marks are placed at the end of these sentences. Next is the imperative sentence. An imperative sentence is one that expresses an order or a request and ends with a full stop. I have told you there are 2 kinds of imperative sentences. One which shows or which expresses an order, like don't make noise in the class, and the other one which shows the request, like please bring me a glass of water. The last kind of sentence is optative sentence. The definition is that an optative sentence is one that expresses a prayer or a wish and ends with an exclamation mark. Again, I'm telling you, optative sentences are of two kinds, one which expresses a prayer and the other one which expresses a wish. And remember that these sentences end with an exclamation mark, and these sentences start with may. May you live long, exclamation mark. May I win the match, exclamation mark. You can see that in two kinds of prayer and wish, these are used. Okay. Now, if you have some questions to ask me, please. I'm giving you 2 minutes. If you have any question, ask me. After that, I will ask the questions. I am just giving you 2 minutes to ask me anything. If you have any confusions, after that, I will ask. If you want to ask anything, please ask me. Okay, first of all, I will tell you about the quiz afterwards. Okay, this is about these are MCQs. Okay, so don't get worried. Very easy. You have to choose the correct answer. Just choose the correct answer, click the right one, and then you will get your marks. Okay. One more thing, that I will upload the quiz today, and I will give you a lot of time to fill it and submit it. Okay, but don't get worried, it is very easy. And I have given you two topics, if you remember, kinds of adjectives and kinds of adverbs. So if you have prepared these two topics, then you will easily solve the quiz. I will also upload the assignment today of kinds of sentences you will have to do in the language copies. And please make a title page and do in the language copies and make the index as well. Okay, now I am showing you some questions. There are some presentations questions. These are very easy questions. You can see that. The first one is, what is an affirmative sentence? The second one is, what is a negative sentence? The third one is, which sentence ends with a question mark? The fourth one is, which sentence ends with an exclamation mark? The fifth sentence is, which sentence expresses a request or an order? Please remember this thing, that note down these questions so that you can answer me. Okay, now note down these questions. Now I want I want some of you to unmute. Meeram, unmute yourself. Marusha,
Yes, miss. Miss.
Hadika, unmute yourself and reply me.
Miss. Affirmative sentence is that which shows
Are
the
you hearing me?
positive meaning.
Unmute yourselves.
Miss. Miss.
Mohit, unmute yourself. Okay, reply in the chat. I can see your answers. Abdullah, first answer is correct. Okay, Alina's right answer. Sameen, right. Hadika, right. Aiza, right. Marusha, I'm asking about what is an affirmative sentence. Okay. Hamza, right answer. Sohema, right. All of you are right. Kindly give me answer of second question. What is the negative sentence? Okay, Alina. Very good. Right answer. Zen Fahim. Okay. Arisha, your answer is wrong. Negative sentence does not consist of not. This is not the definition. Okay. Write the correct definition. On Aiza, your answer is right. Hadika, your answer is right. Hania, your answer is right. Dania, answer is right. All of you are writing the correct answers. Hamza, Anjum, right answer. Iman, right answer. Okay, so Hema, right answer. Very good of you, all of you. You are giving me right answers. I like that you are listening me very carefully. Miriam, your answers are right. You have given me second answer. Mohit, right. Now give me third answer. Alina, your answer is right. You have given me right answer. Yes, answer is right, Miriam. Sameen is right. Okay, okay. You have given me right answers for third question. Now give me the answer for question number 4. Okay, I am asking for question number 4. Write the answer. Yes, you are writing right answers. Miram, Varda. But please be careful about the spelling as well. Some of you are not writing the correct exam spellings. Please write the correct spelling. Otherwise, I will mark it wrong. Shahi is and Fahim, your spelling is wrong. I'm telling you, if you're not writing the correct spelling, yes. Okay, you are giving me right answers. Okay, I'm watching your responses. You are very good of you. All of you are giving me right answers. Now I want to ask about the last question. Please answer me the last question. Very good of you. Miram, good answer. Yes, Aiza. But write the correct spelling, I am telling you. Otherwise, I will mark it wrong. Okay, very good of you. You have given me very right answers. Please, please, please write the correct answers. Okay. Very good of you. You are giving me very right answers.